Have you ever grown bell pepper plants that looked healthy all summer long, but the peppers themselves stayed tiny? Maybe the plant was full of leaves. Maybe it even had flowers everywhere. But when harvest time came, the peppers were small, thin, and honestly disappointing. Meanwhile, your neighbor somehow grows thick, heavy bell peppers that look like they came straight from the grocery store produce section. So what's the difference? Well, friends, it's usually not luck, and it's usually not the variety either. Most of the time, bell peppers stay small because the plant is stressed in ways gardeners never notice. And today, I'm going to show you the simple mistakes that quietly stop peppers from sizing up, and the easy things you can do instead for much bigger harvests. Welcome back to Senior Garden Advisor. I'm so glad you're here. Bell peppers are honestly one of my favorite crops to grow, especially for backyard gardeners like us. They don't need a huge space. You can grow them in raised beds, containers, or even on a sunny patio. And when the plants are happy, they produce beautiful peppers for months. But peppers are also a little different from tomatoes. Tomatoes grow aggressively and recover quickly from mistakes. Peppers are slower, more sensitive, and they absolutely hate stress. That's the key to understanding why peppers stay small. Most small pepper problems actually begin underground, long before the fruit appears. If the roots become stressed early, the plant goes into survival mode. And when that happens, the plant focuses on staying alive instead of producing large fruits. So let's talk about the biggest reasons this happens. The first mistake is planting too early. This is incredibly common. People get excited when spring arrives and rush peppers into the garden while nights are still cold. But peppers are warm weather plants. They really want warm soil and warm nights before they begin growing properly. If nighttime temperatures stay below about 55 degrees, pepper plants slow down dramatically. Sometimes they just sit there for weeks doing almost nothing. And that early stress can affect fruit size for the entire season. Here's what I recommend. Wait until nighttime temperatures stay consistently warm before planting outdoors. The plants may go in a little later, but they'll quickly catch up and outperform early stressed plants. Now, the second mistake is one most people never think about: too much nitrogen. This surprises a lot of gardeners. You feed the plant, the leaves explode with growth, the plant becomes huge and beautiful, but the peppers stay tiny. Why? Because too much nitrogen tells the plant, grow leaves, not fruit. The result is a giant green plant with very few large peppers. This happens often with lawn fertilizers or strong all-purpose fertilizers. Instead, once flowers begin appearing, switch to a fertilizer lower in nitrogen and higher in phosphorus and potassium. That helps the plant focus its energy on flowers and fruit development instead of endless leaf growth. Now, here's another huge reason peppers stay small: inconsistent watering. Friends, peppers absolutely hate going from bone dry to soaking wet to dry again. That constant stress interrupts nutrient uptake and slows fruit development. And small, stressed roots create small, stressed peppers. Here's what works much better: deep, steady watering. I'd rather water deeply 2 or 3 times a week than lightly every single day. Deep watering encourages roots to grow downward, searching for moisture, and stronger roots produce bigger peppers. Here's a little senior gardener tip. Stick your finger into the soil about 2 inches deep before watering. If it still feels moist underneath, wait another day. Most pepper problems actually come from overwatering, not underwatering. And while we're talking about water, let's discuss mulch. This is one of the easiest upgrades you can make. A layer of straw, shredded leaves, or untreated mulch around the base of your plants helps keep moisture levels steady and soil temperatures more stable. And pepper plants absolutely love consistency. Now let's talk about sunlight. Bell peppers need full sun, not partial shade, not filtered light, real sunlight, at least 6 to 8 hours a day. If the plants don't get enough sunlight, the plant simply doesn't have enough energy to grow large fruits. This is especially common in crowded gardens where taller plants shade the peppers during the afternoon. Give peppers their own sunny space whenever possible. Now, here's another hidden problem many gardeners accidentally create: too many peppers on one small plant. I know this sounds strange, but sometimes young pepper plants try producing fruit too early before the plant becomes strong enough to support large peppers. The result? Lots of tiny peppers. When my plants are still small, I often remove the first few flowers early in the season. I know it feels painful, but this encourages the plant to focus on roots, stems, and leaves first, and later in the season, the plant rewards you with much larger peppers overall. Now let's talk about one of the most frustrating problems of all: blossom end rot. You notice a dark sunken spot forming on the bottom of the pepper, and suddenly the fruit is ruined. It looks like a disease, but usually it's actually a calcium problem caused by inconsistent watering. Calcium moves through the plant with water, so if watering constantly changes, calcium delivery becomes disrupted. That's why steady moisture matters so much. Now here's my favorite bonus trick for bigger peppers: Epsom salt. Once your pepper plants begin flowering heavily, dissolve 1 tablespoon of Epsom salt into a gallon of water and use it every 2 to 3 weeks. Epsom salt provides magnesium, which helps plants produce chlorophyll and absorb nutrients more efficiently. And healthy pepper plants simply grow bigger fruits. I started doing this years ago, and I noticed thicker walls, healthier leaves, and noticeably larger peppers through the season. One more thing before we finish: give your plants room. Crowded peppers compete for sunlight, airflow, water, and nutrients. I like spacing most bell peppers about 18 to 24 inches apart. Good airflow keeps plants healthier and reduces disease pressure during humid weather. So let's bring it all together, friends. If your bell pepper stays small all summer, don't plant too early, avoid too much nitrogen fertilizer, water deeply and consistently, mulch around the plants, give them full sunlight, remove early flowers on weak young plants, feed with magnesium during fruiting, and make sure plants have proper spacing. None of this is complicated, but these small changes dramatically reduce stress on your plants. And when pepper plants stay happy and stress-free, they reward you with thick, heavy, beautiful bell peppers that are absolutely worth the wait. If this video helped you, please subscribe to Senior Garden Advisor for more practical gardening tips made especially for us. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your biggest struggle when growing bell peppers? And if you want even more peppers this year, don't miss my next video, The Secret to Thick-Walled Bell Peppers. Click Watch Next, and I'll see you there, friends.
What a wonderful yield of bell peppers today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.